welcome to another Still Speaks video, and we got a 1v1 to round out August 2024. It is on Open Palms, it is a pro favorite, and we got some pros playing today, some of the best in the world, in fact. And we got the Eco Viewer made by AlphaX. Click the link down below to subscribe to him. And if you want to get more involved in Supreme Commander 2, click the link down below and join the Discord server. And I'm going to introduce this Eco Viewer. We got the players' colors, their names. We got Skibbity Toilet right there. I'm just kidding. We'll actually introduce his name because it gets messed up sometimes. We got their research per minute, their mass per second, energy, and energy per second. So I'm going to hit that play button and we're going to introduce the players so we could all know who is doing what. So we got Killerfisch spawning in as the red UEF commander, dropping down a whole bunch of, well, eco. And Killerfisch is somebody's favorite. Somebody commented one of my videos, made me think of them, saying one of his favorites are Killerfisch, Iron Commander, and I think AlphaX. Great choices, by the way. So we got them right here. We got Killerfisch right here at least. So he's doing a double air factory opener. That is an ill-advised strategy against a player of Iron Commander's caliber. So we'll come back and see how that works out for him. And we got the one, the only Iron Commander spawning in as the blue UEF ACU, dropping down a research station and then an air factory. Another ill-advised strategy, but what do I know? I'm not Iron Commander. He's one of the best players in the world, so of course he knows. But going double air is actually quite good right now because his opponent went single air. But they're against UEF. They're both UEF, so that means attacks are going to be delayed. The only thing their air could do right now is really scout and shoot down other air because, as everyone knows, UEF has a choice between the fighters or the bombers. And that Wasp got extremely lucky, but I think his days are numbered. Yeah, he's slowing down. Oh my goodness, is he gonna get away with it? There's no way. Yeah, he's dead. He dead. I wouldn't stay and take that fight if I were him. And he dead. Anyhow, everyone, if you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do it now. It would mean the world to me and help me out more than you know. My numbers are not very hot. I think right now, since there aren't a whole lot of people playing Supreme Commander 2, and this game is over 10 years old, I might already have all the fans of Supreme Commander 2 subscribe to me. So if you're a fan of Supreme Commander 2 or me, or Ann, doesn't have to be mutually exclusive, please subscribe to me right now. If you're even thinking about it, just do it. You can always unsubscribe later. And I'm glad my voice went up like a crazy person right there. So, you know, gives you even more incentive. Wow. Wow. Embarrassing kinda, but not really, but whatever. Anyhow, I hear dogs barking. I hope those don't... I don't think it gets picked up on my microphone, but that is loud for me. Yeah, that's loud for me, but I don't think it's being picked up by the microphone, because this is a Shure SM7B. A very fantastic mic, by the way. So, Iron Commander has anti-air on this factory for some reason. I think he wants it because he knows his opponent has gone double air, and, well, he didn't. So, we got a bunch of wasps over here just gonna be able to shut down anything Iron Commander does in the air. And Iron Commander is slow to the grounds race. The ground race, so Killerfisch he's got that on lock right now. So he shut down one of his air factories. Pretty good tactic, actually. Build one, get the air advantage, and then shut one off. And outproduce your opponent. But there's one thing that Iron Commander has the advantage on, hands down, and that is the research. As you can see, he's getting about 1.4 research per second. That is a bit more than his opponent. And he's got like one more mass extractor as well. So you'll see things turn red up in the Eco Viewer. The research is red for Iron Commander because it's over 5. I have it set up that way. The energy turned red for Iron Commander because he's under 1,000. Energy in this game is really good to have over 1,000, especially if you're like Aeon or activating any ability that requires it. That includes the booster, nitro boosters. I like to call them nitro boosters because, you know, gotta drift with them rockhead tanks, right? Wow. We got 5 tanks and a demolisher. That's gotta be really annoying for Iron Commander, but really great for Killerfisch because there's not a lot for Iron Commander to deal with this. Actually, there's not a lot at all. A single bomber, what is that gonna do? See what happens. Oh, and there it. Well, at least it's spanking them for knocking over trees. Nobody likes it when you run over trees. That's not cool, man. Not cool at all. But Iron Commander's there, doing his best. He got the Gauss cannon on his units. Oh! Super smart. That was a good choice. And why did Killerfisch build right there when he knew that is a distinct possibility for UEF? Now Iron Commander has every single one of these things are point defense. So this is a very strong position right now. So yeah, Killerfisch has to he can't really assail those areas right now unless he's going air or he's got MMLs to lay siege to these mass extractors. So not a whole lot going on just yet. Not a lot of fighting. There's a little bit of a poke here. Loss of 200 mass. That's significant, by the way. That's like pretty much a factory right there that's just burning. Useless. Just burning. Never got to be a point defense. Iron Commander has a nice little... You know, he doesn't have air, so he shouldn't build him back. However, he's against UEF air. That would require his opponent to build bombers. And is his opponent going to build bombers when he has air factories of his own? Probably not. So that's what you call a calculated risk. I always say never build him back when you don't have air or you're against Cybran. Just don't do it until you have control against Cybran. They're not able to get back or you have air control. But at this point, he's against UEF. He's got an air force of his own. Not as good as Killerfisch's, of course. But it's gonna get there. And he's against UEF, so UEF doesn't really want to switch to bombers unless they have their opponent's air destroyed. And there are them MMLs I was telling you about. 2 can do a significant amount of damage in a short period of time. And those bombers said no to those MMLs, and that is how bombers are used. Very well done. Iron Commander in a bit of a bind. I think he is low on numbers, but this allows the bombers to attack a few times. And there goes another unit. Yeah, it looks like Killerfisch has won air, and the fight over here is being won by Iron Commander. The MMLs are great. However, they're an indirect unit and get murdered by tanks quite easily. Not a huge fight, not a lot of huge fights going on. This is a big win. If this engineer gets killed, that's a big win. Yeah, at least pushing it and delaying that expansion is huge. Now, that is pretty big, because Iron Commander is up on expansions. Okay, so Afterburner, I like to call it Nitro, because, you know... Oh, do not attack up the hill against Demolishers. It's only one Demolisher, so it's not the worst. Gotta get rid of those MMLs. Definitely a good choice. Now, if he could take out that factory before the demos destroy the tanks, big win. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off. Oh my goodness, he might. He did it. That is a huge win. He sacrificed this army to take out a factory, which isn't a horrible trade-off. And what do we have here? We have a mass extractor destroyed, and we have some sneaky snakes going in back of the base of Killerfisch. So this is going to be pandemonium. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more mass extractors massacred. But it doesn't really matter because both players are floating mass, and there's over 1,000 mass in Killerfisch's pocket right now. Yeah, that point defense trying to do some work, but those MMLs are saying your mass extractors are going down, boy. They're going down. There's not enough tanks. Not enough tanks for Iron Commander. Iron Commander is behind in every metric except for mass and research. Don't tell me you got another research station. Yeah, you got a couple of them. I don't know how I feel about that. The factory got rebuilt. One brave little rockhead gonna sit there and pelt at this mass extractor. Ooh, this isn't good. Ooh, no. No, nobody likes that. But what people do like are when you're the player destroying your opponent's stuff. That feels real good. Iron Commander has now over a 10 mass lead. Why doesn't he have units flying out of the factories nonstop? This is not what he needs. He does not need research that bad. He's got 18 research points. He doesn't need research that bad. Right now, Iron Commander needs units. He's gonna win air here because he's got more air factories, but he needs units desperately. Like, look at this. This is a huge, huge problem. Iron Commander's hit and run tactics are pretty nice here. Another mass extractor down. Well, those are some... Well, he's got training on those tanks, I think. Making them a lot better. But you gotta have the numbers too. You gotta have the numbers to deal with this. And you don't want to keep your air units out here fighting over anti-air. Just get them out of there. Get them out of there. This is going to be a disaster when these things move back to take out these mass extractors. I think that's enough to do it too. A 12 mass lead. And the first fat boy comes off the line ready to put some work in. Gotta tell you, don't like having fat boys on the field when you don't have any. That is not a good feeling. But Killerfisch must feel great about it. Those afterburners really, really do make a difference against demos. Iron Commander just has better quality units at the moment due to training and veterancy, I believe. Field engineers. Please do not build field engineers against a player like this. Okay, so Afterburner has been researched by Killerfisch too. Fat boy down. That's a big chunk of mass. More mass being destroyed. Not ideal for Killerfisch right now. Now, Iron Commander looks like he's going all land, which is totally fine, completely viable. He needs more, though. Because I think his opponent's going land. He's going land experimental, so he needs a lot. He needs them numbers. Ooh, don't stop doing that, Iron. Gotta stop doing that. Because, yeah, 2 more fat boys are going to be popping out in seconds. Yeah, gotta get that mass extractor, man. Gotta get it. Get all this stuff right here. Oof, that's a big... That's a blow. Yeah, Iron Commander not using his mass efficiently. Not at all. Getting another air factory. I would build more land, personally. Gotta get that mass extractor. This could have been done so much more efficiently. Yeah, this is a bad position. You don't want to be going down a hill or in any choke point against a fat boy. Iron Commander doesn't have any siege units. He doesn't have any MMLs. He's got no demolishers. What is he doing? He's just brute forcing it with tanks. And that's not going to work here because look at all those shields. They're protecting the point defense too. I think that's... No, it's not happening right here. But... what's he doing? I don't know. I don't like this play from Iron Commander right now. He let that engineer survive. That is a big mistake. He caused some economic disruption, though, to be fair. Yeah, there's just 2 left. Only 1. Yeah, they're firing way too slow. I don't know if this is going to go down. But yeah, this is not what you want to have happen. You've got 2 fat boys help defending. Yeah, there's the other one right there. Next thing you know, there'll be a King Cryptor coming out. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Really? This is how it's going to end? Woo! Not a lot of damage because of those shields right there. That's a lot of anti-air. He's got those magnet bombs on him. That's a lot of damage on that ACU, considering that it's hunkered as well. He might even be able to do it. Yeah, I mean, he could do it after a few more... maybe not. His units are dying pretty fast. Yeah, not even in the red. That didn't pan out. That did not pan out. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those bombers, man. Gotta be careful. Because if they end up in the wrong spot at the wrong time, if these aren't like heavily upgraded either. Gunships might have done the trick at that point, actually. But that's a research investment for sure. Now Iron Commander's going demos. In my opinion, should have been done sooner. Stacked Gauss Cannon. Now that makes all of these little guys that much more powerful. Ooh, shields on the units. That's a good one too for Iron Commander. But I think stacked Gauss Cannons are just a little bit better in my opinion. That adds like a third of damage more, because that's just an extra freaking gun. You might even double the Demolisher's damage. But I think it adds a third damage to those tanks. That's a lot of fat boys. Iron Commander kind of painted himself in a corner here, I think. He used up his Air Force trying to kill Killerfisch. And now look at all these fats. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 fatties. That's 4 fat boys. And there's a 5th one right here that's not dead yet. But to be fair, that's a lot of bombers. Target selected. Not the fat boy. Very surprising. But those cluster munitions have damaged him quite a bit. So don't all target it, please. It's a low health. Well, at least it got another little tank there. Yeah, just another fat boy. Man, that's a good production for... That's 23 research that Iron Commander has. What is he doing? I think Iron Commander might not be trying his hardest because you don't have 25 research and almost 2,000 mass. What is he doing? Is he AFK? Dude. Nah, Iron Commander's not playing his hardest right now. He might be typing to his opponent going, wow, that's pretty neat. But he's got almost 30 research and 2,000 mass. He could build anything. He could build a Noah unit cannon right now if he wanted to. He could have units all over his opponent's base right now. He could build an AC-1K, which might actually not be a bad choice. What's happening here? And Killerfisch is getting a King Cryptor. This is actually a really good position to build a King Cryptor, and the reason why, opponent is gone all small land. Oh, he's got the stacked Gauss cannons. And all small air. Not an experimental insight. If Iron Commander... Why are you building another research station, dude? You're outnumbered, man. This ain't working. This ain't working, man. And Killerfisch has that anti-air. Believe it or not, that anti-air is really good on those units. Dude, he's getting attacked from 2 fronts. Gotta have more troops. At least get a jackhammer, man. More planes. Dude, you're floating 2,000 mass, dude. And now Killerfisch has more mass extractors. This expansion was dislodged. More mass extractors to follow. What is Iron Commander to do? Oh, I know. He's just gonna spam rockhead tanks and hope for the best. That's his strategy. Just one unit over and over again. We'll see what happens. Of course I'm playing. I'm totally playing. Iron Commander is one of the best players in the world, obviously. And that did work out pretty well for him, honestly. Dislodging an entire expansion is... No, that's not the core mass. Iron, what is happening here, dude? What a nightmare. There's 2 King Cryptors being built. One's almost done, dude. One's almost out. Research station's going down. I don't know, man. Iron Commander needs more stuff. Bomber's doing pretty good work. They have shields now. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now Iron Commander is finally fighting back. That's what I like to see. It's what we all like to see. A good fight. Yep. Killerfisch losing all his air units just like that. Bombing run not doing a whole lot because of Peace Shields. Peace Shields are pretty incredible against air. Now we got a bunch of King Cryptors. This is going to do so much damage. Now those tanks are really well upgraded though. Wow, those cluster munitions do a lot of work. Please, why so many NGs, man? Probably gonna rebuild. Fat Boy's down. We got a King Cryptor. I repeat, we got a King Cryptor in the vicinity. Drop some presents on him. Some delicious yummy presents, everybody. I haven't seen anybody reclaim. No delicious yummy mass has been reclaimed. Even though there's a lot right there just chilling. And the king is dead. I repeat, the king is down. But is there a successor? There's the successor right there. Ready and raring to rule. And there's another one. We got King Cryptors everywhere. Not a bad choice of targets, actually. I would take out the other one while I'm there. No, that's not gonna work. It didn't work last time. Maybe. I mean, he's got the commander upgrades. Yeah, that's just not damaging him like last time. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, maybe go for production like you just did. I mean, there's not enough mass to rebuild, so if Iron Commander takes these things out and he holds off against this, it's a win. That is a win. The Kings do a ridiculous amount of damage. So many bombing runs it takes to take out a single King Cryptor. I mean, the health on these things are insane. While Iron Commander's dealing with just one, it allows an entirely other army enough time to approach. That's bad news right there. Great news for Killerfisch, though. Bad news for Iron. Nice bombing run, though. Oh yeah, point defense are gonna stop it. I'm just kidding, of course. But, yeah, this is gonna be a huge problem for Iron Commander. What's he gonna do? He's got to knock those factories out because Killerfisch does not have the mass to replace them. And this is what Iron Commander needs to be doing. He needs to be taking out production facilities. Another raid up there, taking out an expansion. Iron Commander cannot afford to lose more expansions. He just can't do it. And that's the problem with bombers. They do not. If your opponent splits the units, they are not going to take as much damage as you would think. Another king down. Those peace shields absorb a lot. That should have been a couple of kills right there. No way, he's not building. Now that is a good idea. Build right there, get some point defense and some anti-air. Killerfisch just cleaning house right here. Wow, one bombing run took it down to half health. Oh, the second one wasn't even on the King Cryptor. There's so many bombers out and about. Maybe you could take out the ACU now? I mean, that might be doable. I don't know. A lot of anti-air over there, though. Yeah, those factories had to cease production because it's a lot of mass. Iron Commander using his ACU. Does he have overcharge? Yes, indeed he does. Will he survive this encounter, though? I am unsure. His health is very low. Oh yeah, he's in deep doo-doo. He's hunkering now. I think he's okay. He's okay. For now. But any follow-up attacks, nah, that's not going to be a good time. Building some more alloy, mass spots. Delicious, yummy mass right there. Need to ramp up production for Iron Commander. Hands down, needs more. Factories back online. There's gonna be two King Cryptors, and there's nothing. Iron Commander can't defend against 2. And there'll soon be 3, maybe even 4. Cannot defend against that, and it looks like Killerfisch has upped his air game, so we got some upgraded fighters with shields, so that's going to be a problem. Iron Commander can no longer just focus on bombers. He has to build more fighters. Repairing the ACU, not a bad choice. I would definitely be focusing on production right now. Yeah, even the tanks have anti-air, so that makes them very, very, very useful. UEF is very, very useful in the late game. Oh, all those air superiority fighters are in the dust. The anti-air on the tanks are no joke. Yeah, Iron Commander's having a really tough time right now. Wait till those cryptors get to on his doorstep. How many are they? There's 1 on the field. Where did those 2 go? Maybe they were not born yet. I don't know. But you could see the power of P-shields. They're tanking an entire volley of bombs. An entire volley. So that's 1 volley more to even do damage. That's huge. Now Killerfisch is over double Iron Commander's mass per second. 60 mass per second. Now that is impressive. King Cryptor 1. King Cryptor 2. One after the other. It looks really cool how it charges up and fires. That does look really neat. Yeah, there's a lot of anti-air for Killerfisch too. Another dead king. The Iron Commander's right there. Gonna try to break through those P shields. Is he gonna be able to? Yeah, but he's in the yellow already. We got a King Cryptor right down the street. He's saying, ring ring, I'm coming to pick you up, buddy. We're gonna party. An Iron Commander declines the invitation. But he control K's. He's gonna go out on his own terms. I mean, that's understandable to control K at that point because, well, look at how bleak the situation was. In my opinion, Iron Commander could have done other things, but he's one of the best players in the world. I would have ramped up production as soon as possible. Take out those factories. That would have been a key thing to do. He got one, but if he got two more, that would have been all of his opponent's production for a while. And he could have went back, ramped up a land game, keep that air game on lock, then come charging forward. He could have won that. That's my opinion. That would have been a key moment for Iron Commander's victory, in my opinion. I could be wrong, though. Of course I can be. And of course, I'm sure a pro is going to comment down below and tell me what Iron Commander actually could have done. Heck, Iron Commander might even comment himself and say, actually, if I did this, it would have been better. And that's okay. I could be wrong, and I'm alright with that. But Iron Commander fought very well against a very good player. This was actually sent in by Ixen. So Ixen, thank you for sending me this amazing match that contained a bunch of King Cryptors. Everybody loves a king, right? My band's called King of Cups. Let's put a cup on this guy. He's my band. You know what I'm saying? But, looks cool. Fun unit. Wouldn't use him very often except for moments like this. Perfect use of King Cryptor. So, those of you at home, take notes. Killerfisch is teaching a great class. So, great job there. So, again, Ixen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing Iron Commander. Thank you so much for playing Killerfisch. Amazing job from amazing players. Killerfisch, congratulations on beating one of the best players in the world. By the way, Iron Commander has a YouTube channel. Click the link down below to subscribe to him. He's a great player. If you want to get better at this game, he posts gameplay from his perspective, so do that. So I'm going to end this like this video. Subscribe to my channel, favorite it because it helps me out. Send a great place to stillspeaks@gmail.com, or do like Ixen did. He joined the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server by clicking the link down below. And he went to hashtag replays for Still Speaks, and he uploaded his replay and added me, and he was patient. Or you could also find me there and direct message me your replay. So there's 3 ways to get me a replay. Only do one. Do more than one, I will be very sad and very confused. We don't want me sad and confused because that doesn't help me and it upsets me. So don't do that. But definitely join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server if you're looking for people to play against, play with, get an achievement like the ranked one. That is how you do that. You find these people, you go, yo, I'm looking to get this achievement. Someone might help you. You get on there and you say, hey, I want to play a team game. You might be able to do that as well. That's a really cool thing. And you also could get brand new maps made by the community for the community there. So if you want more Supreme Commander 2, that is one way you could do that. So thank you guys so much. Cue Alpha X's ad now.
What? You still haven't joined the biggest Supreme Commander 2 Discord in the world with over 1,000? 2,000? You have General, Hall of Fame, all the YouTube channels, all the YouTube videos, streaming. Don't worry about that. Ask for some help, post some memes, send some replays, find a game, dead chat. We even have a channel for all the Xbox Subcom 2 players. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the video description or just type Supreme Commander 2 in this thing that nobody will ever use. You should join now.
Comment down below, say something nice about the players, about the game. Just say something nice. We need more kindness in this world because there's not enough of it, in my opinion. So if you have nothing to say thanks, Ixen, or, you know, GG Iron Commander, GG Killerfish, something like that. Whatever you want to say. You know, just be nice. And if you like what I do and you want to support this channel monetarily, you can do so. I have a Patreon page. A big shout out to all my past patrons. You can see their icons up right now. I appreciate it all. But my current patrons are Akone, thank you, Alphax, Iron Commander, Prelia Tornex, and Valor. You guys are phenomenal, and I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to support me monetarily, and you don't want it to be a subscription service, and you can give me as little as $5 once to show appreciation, because I've been doing this for over 10 years, guys. A little appreciation goes a long, long way. And plus, you cut the line for having your replay cast, so that's another incentive. That goes for patrons and Ko-Fi. So I have a Ko-Fi account. So yeah, a big thank you to Nuclear Pizza, Mr. Wizard, and a bigger thank you to Dr. Pearl, and a huge, huge thank you to Colin300. You guys are all amazing and help keep me motivated. I would not continue to be making videos if people didn't show me appreciation. Please don't take that the wrong way, but you know, here and there, a little token of appreciation goes a long, long way, because like I said, my numbers are dropping. That is disheartening. It does suck. But any help helps. You know, commenting, liking, subscribing, and even contributing financially helps me out so much. So thank you guys for being helpful like that. And if you want to support this channel without spending any money, I already told you to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Helps feed the YouTube algorithm, and they care about watch time hours, so watch this video all the way through if you can. And if you watch another video from me, watch them all the way through. Helps push my videos into the algorithm and more people could find me. Helps me out more than you could even think of, even fathom, so please do that. And if you want to help me out even more, I have a band. We're called King of Cups. Check out my band's YouTube videos. Click the link down below and check them out. Watch them all the way through. Comment, like, subscribe. Do all that stuff. Helps me out a lot. And if you want to be the most awesome person you possibly could be without spending any money, check out my band, King of Cups, on Spotify. Click the link down below to do that. Follow us. Add Missing You to a playlist and listen to it 3, 4, 5, 6 times through on that playlist. Helps me out more than you even could think. And share it with people who like that type of music. Make sure you listen to the music all the way through. Helps me out a lot, because Spotify cares about engagement. Engagement includes following us, adding to a playlist, and listening to our song more than once. So that's why I say 5 or 6 times. If you are so inclined, 3 times is good too. That would help me out. Thank you so much for listening. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you. So I'm going to end this. Share with your friends, family, and foes who need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, G.